What's up everyone, it's Ojh&x and we're back at it again, and in this video it's Beast Week, it's old Murkeye, it's Blackfathom Deeps, it's a level 27 red difficulty, and this is how we did it with an average level of 25.0, an average cost of 2.7, and I did this run the morning after being out at a friend's 30th birthday, and I was not feeling too sharp, and some of the plays in this are not all that good, but we still did it easy, no deaths with this deck. Let's have a look. So Murkeye as the leader, then we've got Prowler as our main tank unit. Harpies in there with the poison talent. We've got Quillbore in there running Bristleback on this one just because. We've got the Sneaky Bandits in there with the Lockpick talent for double gold from chests. Whelpegs with the Flame Burst talent. And finally our main damage dealer, Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent. So the relics that we get in this run then, first up we get the rich purple silk shirt. So minis costing 4 or 5 gold, deploy with a shield that absorbs the first hit against them. Then we've got Steady Shot, so range minis deal increasing damage with each attack. As long as they're standing still, it resets when they move. And finally, we've got the Malicious Summons, so playing a cycle mini causes the next mini played to gain 1 level. That's the deck, straightforward, no deaths. Here's the run. Here we go. So the aim of the game then is obviously going to be to get these 2 chests. But if you've got your Whelpegs, play your Whelpegs on the bridge. And if you've got your Quillbore in hand, if you play them to the right-hand side of that bridge, then if you've got your Quillbore as well, you can get your Quillbore in behind that siege tower up on the right to do some distraction. And you can get a pretty good push and you can take that tower on the right off the bat. But we've done all right there. So we've got the bandits down on the left to get that chest, which has given us a load of gold. Quillbore came down a little bit late, but we should be able to take out that mage and this tower. And then the Whelpegs on the right there mean that those pesky Murlocs that will spawn will come into contact with those Whelpegs, as you're about to see now. Our Pyromancer helping out as well, but that's a good place to play your Whelpegs. Gives you that little bit of insurance. Not worried about them Spiderlings. Get out of here. We're going to set up another little push, and I think we're going to try and time it to get them bandits on a spawning chest, and I think we were a little bit keen. So I think they'll probably be dead by the time we actually by the time that chest actually spawns. There's another set of Whelpegs up there. That one's not the best, and that Quillbore wasn't the best either. That was far too late to protect our Harpies. But those Whelpegs that we played earlier on at the bridge are doing a good job for us. And because this deck is only 2.7 gold, we can cycle back round to another set of bandits for whenever the gold chests regenerate. So, thing to note about the boss then is when you first attack the boss, it does this kind of AoE stun to everything around it. So if you are going to go for a little bit of an unbound spam, which is how we do finish this one off, that don't just drop everything at the same time, wait for the boss to kind of charge up and do that blast, and then everything won't get stunned. So bandits can come in and do a good job for us. They're going to get us 4 more gold on the right. Keep sending your kobolds out to do what they can. And if we had a Quillbore in hand here, we'd have a pretty good push going on, but we don't. Still chipping away at the boss, doing a good job there. Kobold going to do some mining. Whelpegs are set up on the bridge, so that is good. Harpies coming down. Prowler coming down to hopefully get rid of the mage. Could have done with some distraction there, really, because we just sacrificed a whole host of Harpies. But hey-ho, can't protect all of them. And we're going to now try and get rid of those 2 Murlocs up on the right there. Can be pretty annoying. We definitely don't want to lose out that gold chest there, so we'll drop bandits and a Prowler. And with 50 seconds to go, it's looking all right. We can probably start resorting to a bit of unbound spam. When that Quillbore was played, you saw that the boss charged up and that one of the whelps got stunned. We did just about get enough tanking done there. So the boss is pretty much done and dusted at this point. We can go for some unbound spam, get some Quillbores dropped on there, Whelpegs with a Flame Burst. That will be the end of that. Let's have a look. So what we're going to do here. So again, we're just going to play it nice and steady, not going to rush. Get those Whelpegs on that bridge there, because you can quite quickly lose that siege tower on the right, and then that can just make the whole thing a little bit more annoying. Quillbore coming down to this rat. Excuse me. Harpies coming down to take out that. And we're going to let this Tauren connect, because Tauren will just one-shot our Pyromancer, and we've seen there that a Prowler's been played and an Earth Elemental, and then I've pretty much fell asleep. Even though we saw it happen, I did nothing about it, and then I thought, oh my god, like, no, this is not going to work. So we pretty much take a load of damage there, completely unnecessarily, because I kind of fell asleep and just forgot to defend. But at this stage, like I say, we're already in a really good spot. I'm not worried about losing that tower on the right now. We're in flame burst territory, so we just need to hold on for the next few moments, few seconds. There was a quill board down, and I think some well pegs went down as well. And that is the end of that. Boss numero 2, and we make really, really light work of this one. So ideally, you want your Pyromancer in hand for this, because Pyromancer just absolutely shreds. But if there's only going to be a Gargoyle and a Batrider, then neither of those things hit air, so Harpies will do an amazing job and negate all hits there. Not a lot we can do about that Drake, though, because we don't have Pyromancer in hand, we don't have Quillbolt in hand to distract, so we're just going to have to take that. But we have cycled round, don't overcommit, make sure you've got your Pyromancer in hand, because Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent will take out Gargoyles all by itself. And we've already taken that tower with about 30 seconds gone, and that just stops any quick ambushes coming down there, because as we know on this one, Gargoyles will be coming at you left, right and centre. I don't know where they're coming from, but yeah, just you're going to be going up against a lot of Gargoyles, so don't massively overcommit on that. So we know that to take the tower on the left, we can send some air units and with a Quillboard to distract. So we played our air units, played a Quillboard down there. The well pegs explode immediately because of the poison goo, as it were. Harpy's coming down to finish off that Gargoyle, and we've now got both of the towers, so now we can't be quickly ambushed by anything. And yeah, things are looking really, really good for us with over 2 minutes to go. And again, with the size of the push that we've got going on here, I'm not too concerned. I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot. Harpies are doing an amazing job. Quillboard down to distract. Loads of poison on the boss there. We've lost that tower on the right, but not bothered about that. Wellpeg's coming in with a little bit of flame burst. And yet again, we're in unbound range here, aren't we? So we get some Harpies coming down there. They're just going to demolish that Gargoyle. Another Gargoyle coming down. Not worried about that at all, because we're so close to winning. Pyromancer with one shot there. Quillboar going to come down with a little bit of bristleback action and maybe getting a hit in. 1 hit, 2 hits will do it for us. That's how we do that. That was really easy. Third and final boss then, and this one I think can get a little bit tight on time, but the aim of the game will be to kill off the Hydras. Someone told me that last time Blackfathom Deeps was around, and I was calling them dragon heads and all sorts. Hydras is what we're going to call them, because that's their name. So we're going to aim for the Hydra on the left and the siege tower under the bridge, which is going to mean that we've got a really quick support there. Hydra on the right and the meeting stone will make things really, really straightforward for us as well. But there's a little bit of defending to do early on in this one normally. And as you can see, we've got all sorts coming down the right-hand side. Not sure that was the optimal whelp egg placement, but yeah, it's done a bit of something. So no complaints at the moment from there. And Murkeye getting a few hits in there, so it's going okay. I think about 50 seconds in. Pyromancer's going to deal with all that. I don't think they were the best set of sneaky bandits I've ever played in my life, but hey ho. And we can hear sometimes that chest is deploying, and because we've got an unbound, we can go and contest that chest as often as we can to keep our own economy ticking over, to stop us falling behind. And really, you can see the Hydra on the left there is kind of fallen asleep. That's a good time to get involved, because when it's awake, it bloodlusts things that are around it, and it just makes it much harder to take it out. So if you do kind of wake it up, just give it a little bit of time, it'll fall back to sleep, and that makes it a bit easier for you to take out. So hopefully we're going to be able to take the siege tower underneath the bridge, which we have done. Again, a little bit more defending to do on the right, and I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've taken a fair bit of damage, but I think that that's pretty much all the damage that we are going to take in this one. That Hydra on the right is also done, so that's really, really good. We're making some solid progress, and now we can start looking to keep hold of the meeting stone up on the right, Gives us quicker access to the gold, gives us quicker access to the third and final Hydra, and then it will mean that we can support our pushes when we go for the final boss, the final 3 Hydras past the waterfall. So we've got all sorts going on here, so we should be able to take out that third Hydra in absolutely rapid time. And now we're in. Now we're in. Oh, waterfall's come back. Go away. I don't know why that's reappeared. That's not part of the plan. So what we got here, we've got all sorts going on, haven't we? All sorts going on. I'm not even going to count all that. But I'm going to defend this meeting stone. That would be good for us to keep hold of. And we've already got one of the Hydras down. And this will just be a case now of a little bit of unbound tanking with the quill bore. Well pegs where we can to get the flame burst. And then now we can get more of these chests as well. And it'll just be a case of being a little bit patient. So you can see that that middle Hydra again had nodded off there, fallen asleep. That just means we can get a few extra attacks in, and that's it. There's not really too much to say at this point. Like I say, it's going to be a case of defending the meeting stone, making sure to not lose the siege tower either, because that's where we're getting most of our pushes from and all of our quick support. Save up some gold so we can get Murkeye down and all those extra Murlocs that spawn as well. And then we'll be throwing some well pegs in there as soon as we can, getting prowlers in there because prowlers are rapid support. Quillbore's going in for the extra tanking. We've got bridge control, so anything running under the bridge is going to die. Flame burst on those well pegs is taking out that middle Hydra, and now we've got the Quillbore in there tanking and a couple of harpies kicking and chipping away, and that should be the end of that. Pretty straightforward. Took some damage at the start, but all in all, comfy on time, easy win. One final look at the deck then. So here we are, average level 25. That was a level 27 dungeon one. Average cost 2.7. If this deck works for you, let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. And for more content like this, if you're not already, please get yourself subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.